A long time ago, in a shed in Warrington, a bloke named Graham Mackeriff began making kayaks. Fast forward 50 years to the present day and the shed has gotten a lot bigger. The team behind building these kayaks has grown, and the knowledge in both design and manufacturing at Pyranha Kayaks is simply astounding. The team at Pyranha have taken all of that knowledge and put it into their latest kayak design, the Scorch. When you first look at the Scorch, you can clearly see all of the features you would want in a modern river running design. A planing hull, rails, advanced safety features, and enough rocker in the nose to climb over, well, anything really. But when you look closer, you can see previous generations of Pyranha kayaks woven into the DNA of the Pyranha Scorch. The rocker and volume distribution taking its cues from a legendary 9R, the sharp rails inspired by the Burn series, the width and hull from a Ripper, and it all comes together to create a new kayak that is just incredible. I like how it whips into eddies, how I can use the rails to carve around on the river, and I simply love how easy it is to get the nose up and over holes, and then the skip out at the bottom is simply extraordinary. All of the design features integrated into the Scorch come together to create a cleaner, crisper way to move down the river. At 75 kilograms, the medium Scorch is my favourite. That kayak is just something else. I feel like I can pick the kayak up, put it down, turn at will, ride my edges and do almost anything in the medium Scorch. Though at times, on really pushy things and often with the additional weight of my camera bag and safety equipment, I feel like the medium is a touch small for me. And so on very big scary days or on new rivers where I have to carry more equipment, that's when I reach for the large. The large is obviously bigger, but what's interesting is that it doesn't feel that much different to the medium. Although it's a lot bigger, you don't need to use much more power to get it to do what you want, and you can clearly tell that it's the same as the medium, just bigger. Scaling kayaks up and down for different sizes is not easy. Oftentimes you lose details and characteristics as you manipulate the original shape. But with the Scorch, Pyranha has gotten it spot on. Every now and again, a kayak design comes along that just works so incredibly well for you that it not only allows you to develop your style and push your comfort zones, but it actively encourages it. The Scorch is quickly becoming my favourite kayak, and I wanted nothing more than to write it off as an advanced whitewater design. But the truth of it is the Scorch is a whitewater kayak for everyone. From out and out chargers to people looking to step it up, and all the way to beginners just getting out onto the river for the first time. Many of the design features that make me love this kayak also allow beginners to have an easier time going down the river. And I've personally seen how the Scorch allows beginners to progress faster, feel more confident, and just enjoy being on the river more. Those three sizes of the Scorch are an evolution of knowledge and design processes at Pyranha, taking shape into what might be one of the best kayak designs of all time. But that's just it. It's a combination of proven design features added together in just the right mix to make something brilliant. But it isn't new, and if there's one thing Graham Mackeriff and the design team should be known for, it should be a love of trying out new ideas. Which brings me to the Scorch X. The Scorch X takes all of the things that make the Scorch great and makes them bigger. A lot bigger. The idea behind this kayak came from the mind of Dave Vasili. When Dave first told me about his idea to make a 10-foot river running kayak, I laughed. When I saw the first renderings of what the Scorch X could look like, I laughed. I mean, come on, look at this thing. Look at how much rocker this thing has. It's just ridiculous. It looks like it should contain high levels of potassium. It'd be recommended as one of your 5 a day. It's just obscene. But when I saw the video footage of Dave Vasili in this kayak, I stopped laughing. When you watch the footage of Dave in this kayak, the idea behind a 10-foot river running design starts to make sense. You can see the speed this thing carries through the rapids, how nimble it somehow is, and how all of that rocker I initially laughed at allows Dave to boof a 10-foot kayak easily. How it gaps over holes and stays dry down the river in places where it would normally be hard to do that. And how it shakes up my whole understanding of how to go down the river in a kayak, which led me to retract my previous statements and order my own. The season is just beginning out in Europe, which means that I'm going to have to wait a while for more water to come until I can really get a feel for what this kayak can do. But what I've experienced so far makes me really excited to spend more time learning how to work with a whole new idea of how to go down the river.